winners of 3 straight, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Rams will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So BYU's offense will go to work first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So the Colorado State Rams offense has the ball for the first time. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was 2 big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Back to pass. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the back. Looking for room at the 30. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Jones wants to throw it. Spits it out to the back. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Trying to barrel in. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. BYU has this offense clicking.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the 1st down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Tennessee endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Rocky Top. And the Vols came away with a win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Goes to the option. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out. They knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Looking left. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Setting up the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Rams will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking him 5 times. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds his man. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They'll run it. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Jones to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Cougars. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into lines because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll bring it out. It's Presley. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. That's caught. It's Brown. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Gonna look downfield again. They'll run the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get there.
Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Rams will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Jones wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. He gets a block. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. They'll give it to the back. Find some fresh air. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays. Because, you know, what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short, but I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays. And once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Jones to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. He can't make the connection, it'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
But I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Oh, they're after him. Grabbed behind the line. It's Daly. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He fires one deep down the right side. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Cougar! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Now improvising. Finds his tight end. On the move at the 30. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Rams come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the run. and just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Tackle is made near the 48-yard line. Second down coming up.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside Lavelle Edwards Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Charles. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Colorado State takes over the Ram offense, returns to the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this all...
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Jones wants to throw it. Under fire. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Quickly to the tight end. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. He'll keep it himself. Makes the stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Hard-hitting tackle.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And the Rams decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Motion from the back. Snap to the back. Makes a man miss. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead down a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Pittsburgh is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Dan Marino, this might not be over just yet. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Louisville. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it. There he goes! That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To the ground with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. That's reeled in, it's Brown. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Good timing on the quick out. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Jones to throw. He wants to take the top off. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Snagged in the middle. It's Burks. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Rams come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Right down the middle. Found a seam. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's
turning it on. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And the Rams have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
A first down run in the red zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Go straight ahead. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
He wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
I know as a coaching staff, you're always trying to find positives that you can build on, and it's nice to see your team continues to fight. It has been a slog up to this point. No points until finally breaking through here in the fourth quarter. And they're going to go back and watch the film, and they're going to see what worked on this drive and maybe try to build on that the next time out.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
With jet sweep pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Did the work himself. He's brought down, but what a play from this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. BYU now into the red zone. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Fights off the defender. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Touchdown, BYU! And the route is on. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. They finish it off with a touchdown and seal up this game.
Yeah, this might be what you call garbage time, and it might not really matter because you know the game's out of reach, but I like it. Keep executing, keep finding some more plays. Hey, maybe you find a play later on down the season you might come back to and say, hey, this actually worked in this situation.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The quick out. Got room at the 35. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback moving. And down he goes, trying to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line. The offense uses a timeout, 15 seconds left to play. The Rams with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. And the Rams will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Trying play action. Rushes on him. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker.